why we did this friendly. We wanted to expose, the new players, the new team to what Inter Miami is all about, and we're in lots of scrimmages on the training centre, but nothing recreates that buzz and that feeling when you get in the stadium tonight. And we've got some brilliant supporters from Peru. I was there a couple of weeks ago for the Colombia game, and just incredible. For Peru, Colombia, Latinos, I think it's we need to get all those supporters into Miami. So I think that's hopefully tonight they've come, they've enjoyed the game, they've enjoyed the experience of coming to this brilliant stadium, and it was great to see our supporters as well. And what it did, it gave our younger players especially, and our new players an exposure to each other in a pressure situation. And there's some really good bits, and there's some bits that we need to keep improving. But I thought it was an outstanding exercise, and I'm really pleased.
If you have a question in the room, please raise your hand. We'll get started with Lauren, then Michelle. Go ahead, Lauren.
Can you talk about the team's chemistry and how that translated into finding the back of the net multiple times tonight?
Yeah, well, we've been working really hard with the players from day one on team shape, because we've got to integrate a lot of players. So I think maybe if you are a more settled squad, then you'd be doing probably lots of the little details. But we're focusing a lot on the 11v11 stuff, and the movements, the patterns, the understanding, the connections, the partnerships, and it's still early days. We're 8 days into the pre-season, so. But they're just beginning to get to know each other and connect with each other, enjoy each other. And I think tonight would have been a big thing for them. The team that came off at half time, when they came in the dressing room, all of a sudden they started to talk to each other, and it's been really quiet. I've got no voice because the coaches have had to generate a lot of that chatter amongst the players. But when you play games, you get to connect a little bit more, because you need your friend, you need your partner to help you and trust you. And that was good to hear the noise in the dressing room after the game.
Next question, Michelle, then Steve.
Can you talk about Harvey? I mean, A, what was it like coaching your son, and B, he scored a goal, and how you think he played, and what is his status? I mean, is he still in Fort Lauderdale? Is he maybe going to be on this team?
Well, I actually missed the goal, to be honest with you, because I was talking to the fourth official. Somebody said it was a decent goal. He's doing well. He's working hard. You saw the kids in the second half. I was so excited to watch them play in the second half. I said to him, 3-4 hours before the game, I wanted them to win their half, and I thought they were brilliant. They played with great togetherness and spirit. Harvey were waiting, like myself, we're waiting the green card process. So. To get green card status, to become, a US citizen is important. And, it's a long process at the moment. But with all the young players, he's going to get opportunities pre-season. And every game, it's just, is another experience for them. And do I like coaching him? Sometimes, like tonight, yes. Other times, no. And it's something that we just got to get used to, particularly finding the balance between being a dad and being his coach, which is something that we just got to get used to.
He was quite far forward when he scored. It looked like a bit of a cross-come shot. Is that part of his game? Can you get forward as well as
I think the only proud thing was I think he did a step over, so at least I taught him something. He's an attacking fullback, so. That's where we want him to be. With wing backs, you looked at first half Harvey and Breck. We wanted them to get forward, Romeo and Harvey, and then Tyler came on and did really well, one of our draft picks. So we want our wing backs to be offensive and to offer that width. And all four did a great job. All 5 did a great job tonight.
Next question, Franco. Yeah, Jose.
When you win like that, introduce yourself to the fans, style like you guys did, 4 goals. I'm sure there's a lot to be proud of. What would you most take away from this game? What were you happiest or proudest about from a tactical standpoint? Or what would you say is the thing you would like to see most work done?
Well, I think on Monday morning we met, and we said, and I don't want to swear, but I'm going to say what I say just so it comes across. We said we got a shitload of work to do. And this result tonight doesn't change from that. We've got a hell of a lot of work to do. We've got a hell of a lot of coaching to do. We've got a hell of a lot of connection to do. So, but what I always think is that winning breeds confidence, and winning is important because we've not won enough games at this football club in the last 2 years. So I thought the attitudes were great. What we invested in the summer in terms of our roster was speed, hungry, aggressive players that are going to be on the front foot, players that are going to be able to press, players that are going to be able to, on the front foot, and I suppose players that want to score goals from set plays. And I think we saw little glimpses of that tonight with the athleticism that we've got. But I go back to what I said: we've got a lot of work to do before the 26th of February and beyond that.
Phil, in terms of the formation tonight, it's a talking point because of the change between last year's team and this year. Are you set on the formation tonight, or is that something that you're still working on?
Well, we're working on, a couple of formations because we've got multiple players in the squad that suit different formations. You think about the players that we had missing tonight: Jones, Gregory, Campagna, Emerson Rodriguez, Bryce Duke missing. So Damien Lowe wasn't with us tonight. Quinteros wasn't with us tonight. So you think about the second half team. In reality, that second half team would have been a lot more experienced. And when you've got Campagna, who's a centre forward, you think about his qualities. Bryce Duke's qualities as a number 10. So we've got to be flexible with our system depending on the players that we have, and we're gonna be adaptable in pre-season because we want to make sure that we put the players in the right positions at the right time with the right connections, and that's what pre-season is for, is to try things out and to find the best formula for success. But what I would say is that with the defenders that we've got, the three centre backs are really comfortable in that system. So that's pleasing.
Next question, Chris Whittingham, and then we come to the front.
You had Ian Bray score for you, and that back three was fairly young. You have Babika in there as well. How do you feel like, you mentioned their comfort in the system, but
Yeah.
I feel like it has to be pleasing to see their development, and Ian's in particular coming off the injury.
Yeah, we're going to be really patient with Ian. We've got high hopes for the kid. He's got the tools that you want as a defender. The reading of the game, the composure, and the speed. But he has had a big injury, and this is his first real taste of MLS football, first team football. So they say from a medical point of view, the length of time that you have out, it'll take you the same amount of time to get back to your best. So we've just got to be patient. There's still big growth in Amay. Big growth. I hope he doesn't grow any further, but in terms of his development, he's still got so much to give, confidence, belief that he deserves to play at this level. I think that's the biggest thing. And McVeigh, we've been so pleased with. He played a little bit fatigued today because we've been pushing him. But he's been the outstanding player in pre-season so far. So you add Quinteros to that, Damien Lowe to that, Ryan Saylor, one of our draft picks. So we've got a real inexperienced back six, but with great qualities to be a great back three, back four, or whatever.
We'll go question here, and then last question, Michelle.
Hi.
What is your opinion for Universitario for today, and also that was your expectation for today, and also what was the key for the team?
Well, I think they're in pre-season as well. So and they travelled only a couple of days ago, and I think who's that? And then so you think about, we made big changes at halftime. They only made 3 or 4 changes. So it was slightly probably unfair, but it was important for us to get so many minutes into the players. So I've got to say, when I saw them supporters, even outside the hotel on social media, I thought this is a club that you could fall in love with. And when I turned up at the stadium and they were still here and they're in So it's a club now that a team that I will follow because of their supporters. I always think as a keen football fan that sometimes you fall in love with a club because of the supporters. You think about Celtic in Scotland, their supporters are phenomenal, and you are drawn to the passion of those types of supporters. So it's a club and a team that I will follow because they've probably made this evening in terms of they came from Peru, you came from Peru, and you've put up a really good fight in a game that we really enjoyed and you enjoyed. So we thank you.
Last question, Michelle.
Yeah, I just want to know in general, just how do you feel right now about this team? I mean, it's so young, it's so new. We got a little taste today of some stuff, but what do you think with a month to go before the season starts?
Well, I think with as a coach in life in general, I think young people give you energy, and I was 45 last Friday, and I feel old, and I come into work some mornings, and then when I leave work, I feel so energized because these guys, you just can't get them off the training field. These guys, you can't get them out the video room. These guys, you can't get them out the pool or the gym, and that's the culture that we want, Michelle. And there's going to be peaks and troughs with young players, with young people, that and the consistency level is what we're aiming for. But wow, they want to work hard, and they're pushing everybody to work hard. And when I see Victor, Breck, and Gonzalo, they're feeding off the energy. I think Gonzalo's just he's feeding off the spark of these young kids because they're fearless, and he's got the biggest job to do in the team, because him, Marsman, Gregory, Motta, they've got to sometimes carry these young players just like parents do sometimes through rocky roads, through disappointments, and then when they're on top of the world, you let them fly, and that's what we'll have to do. We'll have to manage them really well. We'll have to drip them in and drip them out and expose them at the right time. But with young players, I always think, or young people, you always get a fearless attitude. And this club's whole philosophy is to give young people opportunities, whether that's on the field or off the field. And tonight I saw, I hope you saw a glimpse of where this club is going. And it's just giving me energy. I don't know how you felt, but it just gave me energy and excitement. But we've still got a shitload of work to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.